What's going on? Back at it. Here for another. Not gonna waste any time. My name's Derek. For those who don't know, welcome. If this is your first time, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave if you enjoy the content. Hop on my dialer right now, but before I do, I'm going to try to change the settings in here to match my time zone because it's throwing off my reporting. It's kind of like blending. It says that I have an inbound call for today, but I've never gotten any calls today, and I've found that that's the case. Custom settings, agent dashboard, general, nothing under general, agent dashboard, contact details, ringtone volume. Voicemail, phones, connectors, follow me calling. The standard flow when an agent is a call destination is to look up the first web phone available and ring that phone. Default agents web phone, follow me calling, ring group. Yeah, that's fine. Custom settings. Where can I change? I wonder if I can even accounts, spillage and usage, features, settings, account settings, agent script, caller ID, custom settings. Here we go. Time zone. I'm just going to do my time zone, Pacific. Boom. All right. All right, here we go. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Mark.
Hello.
Mark, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, no, this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on West Knox Drive. Where's Emilio at? He'll be in here. Probably on the dialer himself. Shoot. Be going brazy on the dialer. You check out his interview? I still need to check out the second one that he did. I need to flip my desk, man. The shadow on my face really bothers me. It'd be so much better if it was like this. A little better. Again, campaign that I'm... Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Campaign that I'm calling through is my no SMS response campaign. So everybody on this campaign more than likely is still a driving for dollars property. So I jumped in and kind of explained that yesterday, just meaning that I've identified physical distress to the property. whether it be tarp on the roof, boarded up windows, but it can also just be something as small as like overgrown grass, broken down car in the driveway. At first, when I first started this, I was pretty overly picky with the properties that I was going to add to that list there. Um, but as time went on, I started to get a little less picky. You can afford to get less and less picky when your budget expands, right? But when you're working on like a really tight budget, my recommendation would be to be a little overly picky because the level. Hello,
Hello?
hi, Miss Ford.
Hey,
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek.
Derek.
Derek, yeah, this is Derek Wilson. I don't think we've ever talked before. I was reaching out about a property I believe you own on Cherrybrook Court.
Yes, it's not for sale.
Oh, okay, completely understand. While I have you,
Yeah,
would you happen to have any others you might be interested in selling?
no,
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 not at this time.
of course.
Maybe when I get my taxes in, I might.
I hear that. Well, I appreciate you taking the call, anyways.
Thank you, bye.
Bye. I was saying, when you're first starting and you're working on a really limited budget, I was saying the level of motivation is likely higher the more distress you can identify on the property. But, not to say that there's not motivation for somebody with overgrown grass, but the likelihood of their motivation being high is probably a little bit lower if they just have overgrown grass rather than if they have boarded up windows. But everybody on this campaign is more than likely a driving for dollar. Hello?
Can I help you?
Hey, is it James?
Yes.
James, how's it going? This is Derek. I know this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Frisco Street.
It's not for sale.
Completely understand. I appreciate. Peace. Um, but the no SMS response campaign that I'm calling right now is just anybody who I've ran through my texting platform. So all of these people I've already texted. They ran through a drip campaign where they're going to get texted and 1 to 2 ringless voicemails as well over the course of 20 days. In those 20 days, they may get like anywhere between like 4 to 7 texts every, like 2, 3, 4 days. So anybody who's on this campaign within my dialer, they either never responded to any of my texts or for some reason it kicked back as an error and this phone number couldn't uh, receive text messages. So then I'll pull all of those people from my texting platform into my dialer, and now I'm kind of hitting them from a different angle, which is calling them as opposed to texting them. Texting them is just like kind of a cheap approach to try to get the low hanging fruit. The idea is if they're motivated enough, if their level of motivation is high enough, if somebody texts them wanting to buy their property, they're going to entertain that conversation through text. But some people just prefer to be marketed to, different ways. I watched this Max Maxwell video about how he talks about his kind of conveyor belt of marketing on how he starts with text, then goes to calling, then goes to I think ringless voicemail is one of the first few actually, but then he'll start sending them mailers through the mail, and then he just kind of took a survey of his audience, like raise a hand uh, if somebody were to call you on your phone and you didn't have the number saved, how many of you would answer? Hello?
Sí, dígame.
Hi, is this Miss Williams?
Es your number.
Oh, I'm sorry. And then a good number of people raise their hands like they would answer the phone, right? And then he's like, okay, well, how many people would answer a text? Some of those people put their hands down, some other people put their hands up. How many of you read your mail when it comes to the mailbox? A couple more people put their hands down, more people put their hands up. And the point of the kind of example was not that one way works better than the other. It's just that people prefer to be marketed to in different ways. So as a marketer, you have to understand that, and to the best of your ability. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Thomas.
Huh?
Thomas, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, no, it's a little random here, Thomas, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Squire Dobbins Drive. Hello?
Hold on, I'm waiting.
I don't know what that means. So obviously, a couple of those like direct mail are going to be much more expensive than cold calling or texting. So you can only do what you can do in terms of how much budget you have to play around with. But that's why I try to just maximize my efforts. Try to text them first. If they don't answer, bring them to my dialer, and I've been kind of proven that it's accurate. These people again who have already gotten texted over the course of 20 days, I've generated some leads off of this list, which is just so funny to me. Like, but it makes sense. They got texted 5, 6, 7 times over the course of 3 weeks, never replied one time. But then when I get them on the phone, they're willing to talk to me about it. What up, Jared? Since you already got the texting and calling system, it'll be easy to teach new hires. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, in the past, I used to just like every once in a while, like screen record myself and kind of just document my process so that when that time does come, I have something to pass along to them. But every day, I'm kind of I feel like I'm learning something new, improving my process, refining my process, making it a little bit more efficient. So I do definitely intend on recording again, just kind of pass that along to the hires when that does come up, because I know that I'd be much more proficient at that time. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, is this Mr. or Miss Alchada?
Who's this?
This is Derek. I'm sorry, I know this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Vilvin Lane.
Yes?
Yeah, I just wanted to reach out and wanted to see if you'd ever consider an offer on your property there.
No, we are using that property. Thank you very much anyway.
Of course. While I have you, would you happen to have any others you might consider selling?
Apartment, sir?
I said, while I have you, would you happen to have any others that you might consider selling at the moment?
No, not at all.
No, okay, I
I
appreciate.
have another home to live in.
Yeah, I
And this
got you.
is, I'm using it as an office.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I appreciate you taking the call.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye now. We hit 200 subscribers too, so wanted to hop on here and express my gratitude and thanks to you guys. Really appreciate you for showing the support. I was only 5 days late to my goal, but I hit it nonetheless. We hit it nonetheless. Now, my next goal site is, I think, 400 by the end of quarter 2. So the end of June, trying to get 400, which is coming up like approaching like three a day, right? No, way less than that, like 2 a day. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Jimmy.
Yes.
Jimmy, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, no, this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Buchanan Drive.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to connect with you real quick and wanted to see if you'd ever consider an offer on your property there.
No, we're good.
No, no, okay, completely understand. While I have
All
you,
right.
would you happen to have any others you might consider selling?
No. No.
No. All right, I appreciate you taking the
All
call.
right. All right, bye.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Alberto.
Hey,
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey,
what's up?
hey, not much. I was reaching out about a property I believe you own on Allegria Drive. ¿Qué pasó? Hello? Hello? Somebody asked in the Discord group yesterday. I wanted to share this conversation. It was Caxi. It's a very common question, and it's one that I want to start moving away from the question and the typical answer that I tend to give to it. She had asked how many hours a day do I cold call, or does anybody in the group cold call? And what times are better to cold call? And Otis hopped in. Otis, subscriber to the channel here, he's a realtor actually out in Sacramento, and he says anytime is the best time. And hello, hello.
Who's calling?
Hi, this is Derek. Am I speaking with Margaret?
Who's calling now?
My name is Derek. I know it's a little random. I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Greencastle Way.
Oh yeah, it is 500,000 cash.
500 cash?
Yeah.
All right. I'll go ahead and I'll take a look. And if I think I could be somewhere in that ballpark, I'll be sure to give you a call back, okay?
All right, thanks.
All right. I appreciate you taking the call. For those who may just be tuning in for one of the first few times, um, that's just a nice way of me saying I'm never going to do that. I quickly am able to push it to Zillow. See, the Zestimate is 289,000. Looks really nice though. There's pictures up, uh, but she'll never get 500 cash. And that's her way of being smart, being a wise ass, and that's my way of not responding and giving her what she's looking for. 500 cash. That's what she's expecting. So I'm just gonna say, I'll take a look. If I think I can be somewhere in that ballpark, I'll give you a call. Okay. Keeps my energy high. No need to feed into that negativity. On to the next. But yeah, Otis says, um, anytime is the best time. And that's where I wanted to kind of center the conversation around. And he says he tries to do 3 to 4 hours when he's able to get on the phones. And I kind of chimed in and I said the same thing. And I'm like, I'm trying my best to move away from like the whole, I'm going to call today from this time to this time. And I'm going to, you know, I'm going to try to get this many contacts. Like I'm finding myself just getting more and more hungry to the point where it's like, I feel like by telling myself that it's almost a little self-limiting. Whereas, you know, if I just get on the dialer whenever I have the opportunity to do so and run the contacts up, that's going to be the best. Hopefully that makes sense, like, and we were just kind of talking about getting hungry. And I've been finding myself you know, like getting out of the shower or finishing lunch and like, well, I don't need to be where I planned on being for another 30 minutes. Like I have a 30-minute window. Let me hop on the dialer, see if I can get a few contacts, and I've been doing that and I've been feeling really good about that. And kind of just keeps the momentum going, like mentally, because that me and Jared had this conversation the other day. That feeling of like, man, I feel like I could be doing more. It's very common, especially in successful people. That's what I was kind of sharing with him. Something that I had learned was, you know, unsuccessful people don't do much and they don't think anything of it. Successful people do 10 times as much and they still feel like they should have done more. And the best way to offset that feeling is just to celebrate the small wins. And hello,
Hello?
hey Donald.
Yeah, Ronald.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Celebrate the small wins and to do more. I mean, don't beat yourself up about it, but in the times where you feel like you could be doing more and you're kind of just sitting around not doing anything, that's the perfect time to hop on the dialer. The perfect time to hit some follow ups, do some driving for dollars. I think the time in which you have that feeling is probably because you're not doing anything in that moment, right? If you have the space and the time to have that thought at all, that's the time that can be filled with more action. And that's what I'm really trying to call any chance you get. Yeah, yeah. That's really the mentality I'm trying to shift to. Um, just wanted to share that with you guys because I felt like that was a strong conversation to have in the Discord that we were talking about yesterday, which is really why I created that new text channel as well. Um, just I forget what I called it, but like weekly stats, like accountability stats, or I called it weekly stats. And it's just like I want to hop in there every week at the end of the week, Friday, Saturday, whenever your week ends. And feel free to hop in there and share what your goals were for the week and how you were able to stack up to those goals. If you were to reach them, exceed them, not hit them, to not only just like put it down on paper or rather in the Discord, but to share it with other people. That way you feel that sense of accountability. So like last week, I hit my contacts goal, but I didn't hit my follow up or my offers goal. Now I'm looking at that and I can look at that all week long and be like, okay, I need to do more on the follow ups and the offers. It'd be great if I could buy a huge list because I run through these small lists too fast. It's kind of annoying running out of data. Yeah, I feel that. To the point where I can call however long anytime and not worry about a new list. Yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah, and I know that's a part of it too, for sure. And what I try to do is find some other type of activity that can be filled in those dead spaces like you're talking about. It's like, dang, like I really wish I could be dialing right now, but I don't have the list to dial. I don't have the data to dial. And to try to find that like other things that can be done in those times. For me, it's virtual driving for dollars, right? Um, so if I'm like up late at night, it's like, well, I'm not going to cold call. It's midnight right now, but I have the energy to like want to contribute to the growth of my business. What can I do? I can. Hello.
Hi, this is Jocelyn. Can I help you?
Hi. I'm sorry. Am I speaking with Miss Dunham?
Is she?
Hi. This is Derek. I know it's a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Eaglewood Trail Drive.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just wanted to reach out to you real quick, and I wanted to see if you'd ever consider an offer on your property there.
Not at this time, but
No?
thank you.
Of
Mm,
course. You think you may be interested in the near future at all?
not currently. I don't think so. I don't think it
Okay.
would be in the next 5 years or so, if anything.
Gotcha. Would you happen to have any others you might consider selling at the time?
No, not at this time.
No. Okay. Well, I appreciate you taking the call.
Thanks.
All
Have a
right.
great day.
You too.
Bye bye, Derek.
Love that when people address me by my name. It lets me know that I did a good job of, you know, connecting with them on a human level. Because let's say driver dollars, it's very time consuming. Building that up, the limit of time consuming. Yeah, 1K properties that deal machine lets you do. Yeah, for sure. Facts. I hate not being productive because there's a lot to do. Yeah, and that's why. Yeah, it's like you just gotta kind of brainstorm like what it is that can be done. Like we were kind of talking the other day, Jared. Maybe it's hopping on social media and connecting with other wholesalers. Because I say that too about like the disposition side of things. People don't mind. People aren't gonna freak out if you DM them at 2 a.m. because they can just wake up to the DM. But people will freak out if you call their phone at 2 a.m. So maybe it's connecting with wholesalers, connecting with realtors through social media, um, connecting with cash buyers, anything, anything like that, where again, people aren't going to freak out. Or it's something like driving for dollars virtually or consuming educational content. That stuff matters. Hello?
Uh,
Hey, Mark.
Wrong number.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Hello?
Yes.
Hey, Eddie.
Uh huh.
Eddie, how's it going? This is Derek.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. I was reaching now. It's about a property I believe you own over on Harris Street.
Yeah, that's not for sale.
Oh, okay, okay. Completely understand. While I have you, would you happen to have any others you might be interested in selling?
No, sir.
Okay. Appreciate you taking the call.
All right, thank you.
you ever run the numbers on the property we have an appointment for tomorrow? Yeah, I taken another look, and I was planning on taking another look tonight to check out because, like I was mentioning on Redfin or something, one of those websites with a lot of the new construction, you can actually go through the price history and see what they bought it at. So I do think that we can be pretty high, even upwards above the 600 that he may be looking for. So I'll definitely do that before the end of the night. I definitely intended on doing that. I just got the. Oh no, that was the other property. I was gonna say I just got the Trello update. I had connected with somebody on Instagram, one of the builders in the area, investor, developer. He wasn't really. Hello?
Yes.
Hi, Amy.
Mhm.
Amy, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey,
Hello.
yeah, I know this is a little random here, but I was reaching out about a property I believe you own on East Red Cedar Circle.
Yes. None of my properties are for sale.
Completely understand why. I appreciate you taking the call.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye now. Well, so he didn't really tell me what I wanted to know, probably because he doesn't want to play his hand. I'm pretty much trying to get him to give me an offer on a property that we don't have under contract, and I'm taking like the kind of like a back end approach to it, trying to finesse him a little bit, if you will, to give me his formula. I don't know why he wouldn't give me his formula though. He's kind of like beating around the bush and not willing to just tell me. What he did tell me is that I was going to read it too. He says, "True." I asked, like, wanted to reach, let him know we had an appointment out in Spring Branch. Wanted to reach out prematurely to see if he'd have any interest and what he would look for ideally in a new construction opportunity. He says, truthfully, just comps and lot price is a huge factor. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty, doesn't really give me much to go off of. So I said, yeah, that makes sense. Do you work off of any specific formulas to determine your buy price on the lot? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Mr. Pierce.
Yes?
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, I know this is a bit random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Doncaster Drive.
Yeah, I thought so. Give me a call today if you can after, I would say tomorrow morning would be better.
Tomorrow
Say
morning?
between 8 and 10. 8 and 9 be better probably.
Okay. All right, sounds good. It may not be me, but
All
I
right.
might have my partner reach out. His name is Jared, okay?
Say that again,
I
please.
just said it may not be me personally, but I'll have my partner reach out to you.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, I appreciate you
That's
taking the
fine.
call.
Sure.
Bye now. Jared, I'm going to toss this one to you. That's way too early for me. He's talking 6 a.m. my time. That's like when I wake up. Ask for a call back 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central. I'll throw this in Trello later. Yeah, sure. Let me know. Should I'm ready for this appointment. Thinking about how I'm going to negotiate. If I'm sure want to get a number out of him before I throw out anything. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So let me just finish this conversation. I was like, do you work off of? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
Stephanie, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, I know this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Viney Ridge Drive.
Yeah, we're still keeping that.
Oh, okay. Completely understand. While I have you, would you happen to have any others you might consider selling at the moment?
No, we don't.
No,
Thank you.
okay. Of course, I appreciate you taking the
Have a good
call.
one.
You too. Gosh, I gotta start. Shoot. And he says, I asked if he was working off of any specific formulas, like percentage of final product, or are you able to confidently say what price per square foot you're able to build at? That'll just give me an idea. Hello?
Yes.
Hi, is this Miss Wynn?
Who is this?
This is Derek. I know this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Avenue I.
I'm not interested in selling. Thank you.
Of course, thanks for taking the call. He says, truthfully, right now, market's been crazy. So that 20 to 30% formula is not even accurate at this point as to what someone is out buying out why for lots for new builds. So, like, I don't know if that means that people are buying lower. He says it's crazy. I would imagine it's like hot crazy. So people are exceeding the 30%. I asked and he never got back to me. I said, that's what I was thinking and why I wanted to gather some more information, opinions from other builders and stuff. I said, are you seeing people paying higher? And he never responded, but I think that's the case. And I think that's what I remember seeing off of the price history of those new developments in the area. Like you had kind of mentioned, Jared, talking about maybe even 35%. Um, I bet I can call him when I wake up, usually at like 7 and 8. Yeah. So, oh, okay, cool. I was like doing that on my time. Yeah. So he's saying 8 to 9. It's gonna be best for him. And that guy he texted gonna be the one that misses out on opportunity. And so he's saying people buy a higher, probably 40% right. Maybe tomorrow, see if you can call anyone in the area that's doing the new construction. At least one will give you an answer. Right. Yeah, I'm really I'll have a good idea once I check out those new constructions because I remember seeing like almost every property. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You can check the price history on it, and it'll even show you pictures of what it looked like before the property was torn down. So you can have a really good idea of the type of properties people are tearing down as well. Because I know that's kind of been the debate on this one is like, should it be added on to? It's in such good condition. Like, I don't know if it's worth tearing down, but that's why I keep saying I'm pretty sure somebody would want to tear it down because some of the properties that I saw are like pretty good shape. I don't know why you would tear it down, but probably just because there's more money in it. It's just like incredible that people are tearing down huge houses to build huger houses, nicer houses.
Hello.
Hey, Ralph.
Yeah.
Ralph, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, no, it's a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Arvana Street.
Oh no, not interested right now.
Oh, okay, okay, completely
Yeah.
understand. You think you may be in the near future at all?
Not in the near future. I'm gonna hold on to it for a little bit.
Gotcha, gotcha. While I have you, would you happen to have any others you might consider selling at the moment?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, I appreciate you taking the call.
Yes, sir.
Sure, this spread is probably really good. Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask too, like price per square foot. That's typically how builders are looking at the plays. What I'm gathering, just like on kind of looking at conversations on Facebook and stuff of developers talking amongst each other and people putting up their opinions. Typically, what they're looking at is like, okay, if I can build a 2,500, 3,000 square foot home on this lot, that'll cost me X because I can build at X per square foot. So it's kind of like a rehab, like factoring in the rehab budget, if you will, when you're coming up with your wholesale price. It's like the same thing. Hello?
At the tone, please record your
Just instead of saying how much repairs does this property need, you're saying how much is it going to cost for somebody to build a new house? Hello?
Yes, this is Larry.
Hey, Larry, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, no, it's a little random here, Larry, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Sylvia Drive.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just wanted to reach out real quick and wanted to see if you'd ever consider an offer on your property there.
No, 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 not really. No, we just got new ductwork put in it, and no, it's not for sale. But
Okay,
take me off your list, okay? Thank you.
will do. Have a good day. It's like he got more and more agitated as he continued to talk. Had to hit the smile too. Do a little bit more smiling while I'm dialing. Hello?
Yes?
Hi, it's Mr. Games.
Yes?
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, no, this little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Carrot Street.
Yes?
Yeah, I just wanted to connect with you and wanted to see if you'd ever consider an offer on your property there.
No, no, no. No, I'm not going to sell it. No, no.
Okay, okay.
Yes, yes.
Completely understand. I appreciate you taking the call.
Okay, sir.
F is currently unavailable.
Hello?
Yep.
Hey, Mr. Lopez?
No,
Oh, I'm
he's
so.
not here.
Oh, okay, okay. Is there a better time for me to give you a call back?
Yeah, probably next week.
Next week. All right, will do.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for taking the call.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Bye.
Um, those ones are always difficult. I'll call back. Connected with somebody who wasn't the seller, said he wasn't there until next week. follow up just to have the regular, pitch. Hey, you interested in selling your property? There's no way for me to like set an automatic, at least not one that I'm familiar with, set like an automatic follow up for individual people. Um, so I just have to set a manual follow up and kind of follow up by hand just to make my initial pitch. And I think it's worth it. It'll take me a quick second, even if it is just a no. Hello? 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 That guy's name was Pablo Sanchez. For all my backyard baseball or backyard sports fans. He was the best at backyard baseball. That's why I say it. Right? That was his name? I gotta check. Yeah, hell yeah. Backyard baseball. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, George.
Huh?
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Who is it?
This is Derek. I'm sorry. I know this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Old Fort Road.
No, I don't. I don't.
Oh, okay. Do I have the
I don't
wrong?
own that.
Oh, okay. I might have dialed the wrong number. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. Okay. All right, bye.
Hello?
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish.
Yeah, I have something in the corner of my eye. Hello?
Move Reynolds, how can I help you?
Hi, is this Augustine?
Move Reynolds, how can I help you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I might have dialed the wrong number here.
All right.
Yo, whatever is in the corner of my eye. Let me sit up a little bit. Bring that energy back.
Tim. Sorry I missed your call. Please leave a message and I'll get.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, Mr. Abassi?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, no, this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Acorn Oak Street.
Yes, sir. It's not for sale. I don't know why the people call me. It's not for sale.
Oh, okay. Completely understand. Well, hey, while I have you, would you happen to have any others you might consider selling at the moment?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I appreciate you taking the call.
Thank you.
All right, I'm due a conversation with the guy, but I'm due. Load the bases. Put me in, coach. I love it when the name is just like a little bit difficult to pronounce, but I try it anyways, and I hit it. Like clearly that one right there, Abasi. It's unique, but I gave it a try anyways. Sounded like I hit it. And I feel like if I'm able to successfully say it, that's like gives me a little bit more of an advantage too. Like the person thinks to themselves, like, oh, this person must know me if they know how to pronounce my unique name. That's just a thought that I've had. I feel like once I start getting towards the end of this list too, I'm gonna get some more opportunity because I feel like there's still a bunch of people who I've not even tried once yet on these campaigns. So on this campaign right here, there's still 575 properties, 575 people to call. And on this campaign, there's only one number attached to each property. So it's literally 575 numbers, different people that I can be calling. And I like to see every once in a while just jump in. So like this person right there, that's the fourth time I tried calling. So that gives you a little bit of perspective. He didn't answer the first 3 times, and the fourth time he answered. I had tried to call him on March 28th, March 31st, April 4th, and again today, and only answered today. So it's kind of like to each his own. I'm not going to tell you how many times to call somebody, but do what makes sense for you and your business and your business model. I just, like I said, every once in a while, I like to, on call tools, it's under the history tab, which is the last tab when you're looking at the person's property card. And it'll show you like the progression. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Teresa.
Yes, who's calling?
Hi, this is Derek. I'm sorry, I know this is a little random, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Springbank Drive.
Yes, and that's my mailbox money, and I'm not interested in selling.
Okay, completely understand. While I have you, would you happen to have any others you might be interested in selling?
Nope,
No. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate.
that's what supports me.
Of course, I appreciate you taking the call. Anyways, hope you have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Shoot, trying to get some mailbox money. This little fly flying around here. That's annoying. I had it. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Adrian.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, no, this is a little random here, Adrian, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on West Nazaro Street.
I don't know any properties. I'm at work. Bye.
Does he not own any properties, or is he at work? Is it the wrong number, or is he not wanting to talk? Which one is it, man? I gotta know. This fly has me tripping now. Coming up on an hour on the dialer. Just past an hour on the stream. I think I probably started dialing around like the 3 to 5 minute mark on the stream. So I think I'm approaching the hour mark. That woman was my 19th contact. So on pace for about a 20 contact hour. Which is right where I want to be. Rather, I'd like to be more at like a 15 contact hour with one solid lead. You know, I'm willing to sacrifice 5 contacts if it means one strong hot lead that I'm spending a little bit more time on the phone with. Hello?
At the tone, please record.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Mr. Jin.
Yes.
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey,
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I know this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Grants Lake Boulevard.
Oh, I'm not interested. Thanks.
Oh, of course, of course. Again, I said this the other day. I wish that I could go in and delete all those properties. I hate that area. Um, it's a townhouse. Um, he has a unit number attached to the end that I didn't say. Doesn't seem. I mentioned this the other day, but uh, in this area, on so many different occasions, I've spun my wheels trying to comp properties and figure out what townhouses are worth right here in this little subdivision. And there's like no activity because nobody sells in this area. It's all just rentals. So just hello,
Bueno,
hi, Miss Montoya.
bueno.
Hi, how's it going? This is Derek. No, it's a little random, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Duff Lane. Hello,
Bueno,
hi there. Can you hear me? Señora Montoya, me llamo Derek. ¿Quieres vender tu casa en el calle de Duff?
mande. Estoy manejando.
I can't understand her. Oh well. Any of my Spanish speakers, what did she say? What was she trying to tell me there? Did she say cuando? Is that what she said? Cuantos? I didn't really think I heard that. Didn't really sound like she was asking anything, more trying to clarify something. Hello? She was driving, bro. Okay. Is that what she said? Thanks for that, though. Oscar, I appreciate you. Maybe I just need to have you guys in here translating for me via text super quick and me be like, 1 second every time they say something. Yeah, she said she was driving. Oh, okay. Did it seem like she was interested? I mean, the fact that she said she was driving after I asked if she was interested in selling. You think it's worth me following up? I always just assume that it may be worth following up if they don't give me a straight no. But then again, people will say funny things like that, like I'm driving or I'm at work like the other guy, just to kind of dismiss you politely. They feel like if they tell you no, stop calling, it will hurt my feelings or something. Yeah, I was trying to get you on my phone because I have you on my TV. And yeah, I would try again. She might never know. Yeah, I took her. It was actually it's probably her husband's name on title one was who I was looking for there, but I'm gonna have to go back in and find that property. Took the name down though, so I don't forget. Yeah, I appreciate you, Oscar. You're probably scrambling to try to let me know. She's driving. She's driving. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, Miss Nguyen.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm sorry. This is Derek. I was looking for the owner of a property on Parkland Woods Drive. Do I have the right number
Yeah,
here?
no. No.
Oh, I have the wrong number. I'm trying to go ahead and say wrong number.
Is using RoboKiller to screen their calls.
No. I was, man. As soon as I heard the Spanish talking, you did well though. You said everything pretty clear. Thanks, appreciate that. Yeah, I'm trying to brush up on my skills here. I took 5 years of Spanish as a kid in high school, so I'm like kind of familiar. I said this before. Like I can, if they say something that I'm familiar with, especially. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Smith.
Say again. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I was looking for Mr. Smith.
Oh, wrong number.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Uh, especially if they kind of like pace slowly. It's just when somebody is like really fluently speaking it and they blend their words together that I can't really like piece the puzzle together, if you will. But when like they really exaggerate their words, I can pretty much understand what they're trying to say, but responding is another thing. But yeah, I feel like I've got that just initial question that you want to sell your house. And then if they do say yes, I like to have this up. Actually, it's never come up. Well, it's come up once, which prompted me to pull this up and have the next line that says, partner Reina, call you. She speaks Spanish much better than me. Compañera Reina te llamada. Ella habla español mucho mejor que yo. That may be like too directly translated, but that's fine by me. Hello? Hello? Okay. Okie dokie. Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Hey, Miss Henderson.
Yes.
Hi, how's it going? This is Derek.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, I know this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Rhode Island Street.
That's not for sale. We have property in San Antonio, Texas. Do you sell that?
Possibly, if you don't mind providing an address.
for my family, and I'll let the family know if you can do that.
Yeah, well, not me personally, but I do have some connections out there, and I'd love to kind of put them in contact if that's something that they're interested in.
All right, well then, I'll get back with them.
Okay.
This is your number, 832-583-2413.
Yeah, you can reach me at this number.
Okay, well, I'll talk with them and then I'll get back with you, okay?
All right, I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Um, I could have. She's not going to be able to get a hold. I mean, she may. It patches through to the Ringler's voicemail, so she's just going to have to take an extra step and leave me a voicemail. Or sorry, IVR, interactive voice response. So she's just going to have to leave me a voicemail. But um, as family selling in San Antonio. That happens kind of frequently. I want to be able to capitalize on those opportunities. I just not sure how to approach it yet. I need to kind of brainstorm on it. I mean, I could just take the approach that I buy everywhere as long as the numbers make sense, right? That's what I hear all the gurus talk about. Like, yeah, I mean, as long as the numbers make sense, which is true. I'm doing it virtually anyways from California and Houston. There's no reason why I couldn't do it in San Antonio as well. It's going to take me like a little bit to educate myself on the area, run some comps, but that's all the same. Hello?
You call me?
Hi, is this Mr. and Mrs. Delane?
No, wrong number.
Oh, I'm sorry. Slowing down a little bit. At 22 contacts on the day. A little over 300 properties left to dial on the campaign. I'm just going to try to blow through this campaign here. I'm going to have to, in like 10, 15 minutes, switch over to my headset so you guys won't be able to hear the seller talk. You will hear me talk, but just because my girl has a client in the other room she's meeting with virtually. So just don't want to, I'm trying not to disturb her as much. I'll be disturbing her, but just half as much. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Miss Estrada.
No, this is not him, and you all are using a bad database.
Oh,
I've had this phone number for a long time, and it is mine and not his.
okay. I'm sorry about that. I'll be sure to remove you from the list here.
Oh, that would be great. I'd appreciate it.
Absolutely. I hope you have a good day.
All right, you too.
Bye now.
Hi, Motorsports. This is John Weinzierl speaking. I'm not able to answer the phone right now, but
So that's who I was looking to get a hold of, but I'm not. I'm gonna remove the number. I'm not trying to get a hold of anybody at work. I've mentioned that a few times here on the channel, but it's just kind of a choice that I've made. It's to each his own. If you want to try to get a hold of somebody at their place of work, by all means, do your thing. But that's just not something that I'm wanting to do. I know I wouldn't appreciate it, so I'm taking that approach myself. But again, to each his own. To each his or her own.
Leave your name, number.
Build up this endurance. It's like funny. You don't think so, though.
Hello?
Hey, Mr. Zhang.
Yeah, this is Egg.
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. I know it's a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Strawfield Drive.
I think you're wrong number. I never have anything there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. Hey, while I have you, would you happen to have any property you might be interested in selling at the moment?
No.
No. Okay. I appreciate you taking the call. As I say, you wouldn't think that something like this would be so exhausting, but sure is. I think the most exhausting part about it is just keeping your energy high. It's mentally draining. So I tip my hat to anybody who can sit on the dialer for like 4 or 5 hours. I'm approaching like an hour and a half right now. Definitely feel like I have a lot more in the tank, but shoot. I guess around this point too, it'd be good to just take like a quick 5-10 minute break, refuel, recharge, reset. especially when there's a lot of downtime. That's when I feel like it becomes the most exhausting, when you're not actually having conversations, as funny as that sounds, when you're waiting. Because it's like when somebody answers, I'm able to like, hey, and like pick myself up. And the fact that I'm getting tired is gets tossed to the very back of my mind. But then when like the conversation's over, then I like sit and I can sit into my, setting here. I like, oof, you really start to be able to take a deep breath and realize it's like a roller coaster, not just of the people who are interested and the people who aren't interested and the people who are the wrong numbers and the people who curse you out and the people who are hot leads. Like, yeah, that's the roller coaster, but also just like the up and down of having phone calls and not having phone calls is pretty daunting. Yep. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. I hate cold calling, man. I feel like it's so much more difficult to do it now. I don't really have any point of reference to compare it to, so I wouldn't really know, to be quite honest. But I bet just hearing people talk about it, the industry and stuff, and how it's becoming saturated. I mean, you hear it on my phone calls. People tell me they're not interested before I even mention anything about a property. I'll say, if it was Oscar, I'd say, "Hey, Oscar," and they'd say, "I'm not interested in selling my property." It's like, what? I said this the other day. I'm considering just playing dumb with those type people and being like, a property. What do you mean? But yeah, people know. People know why you're calling. People. That's why I am definitely trying to take the approach of building my custom list through Driving for Dollars as much as possible, because those are going to be the people who aren't getting called as much. You'll come across people who have never gotten called a lot more frequently on those type of lists than if you were to just pull like a pre-foreclosure or a tax delinquent. Everybody's calling those. Not to say that there's not leads in there. You just kind of, timing is a lot more important with those. Well, timing's always important, but you know what I mean. I said I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to take a quick break, get some water. Off with you guys to the kitchen. Right. 22 on the day. 200 left in this campaign. Gotten the one follow-up for tomorrow, and the Spanish woman who was driving that I will call, no, I may not call, I may pass it off. I don't know. I don't think it's worth. I don't want to end up wasting Raina's time. But I mean, again, Oscar said it may be worth it just because she didn't say no. Who else? I feel like there was some other. Oh, the woman in San Antonio. I feel like there was one more that I'm forgetting. Give me a quick minute. Use the restroom, and then I'll hop back on. 11:57. What? 22. All right, y'all. I gotta take a minute still. We can kick it for a quick second before I hop back on with the pup. His name is Leo. Leonidas. Leo the lion. Just want to take a quick break. Just hit like an hour and a half of dialing straight. Put up 22 contacts. Let me give you guys the real stats. With a 15% abandon rate. That's what I like to see. So 9 conversations I missed out on. I don't know what these logs mean. Does anybody know? Contact failed, live filter requalification. I don't know what that means here on call tools. I gotta reach out to their support and see what this means. Contact failed, live filter requalification. So like, let's see. Let me go into one of these contacts and see. It says level warning. So okay, this is the woman, has family selling in San Antonio. Not interested. Contact made. Okay, so it's still gonna add them back for one reason or another. Contact failed. Contact failed live filter requalification. I need to take note of all these because that's why some of these are getting added back into the campaign. I think it's like failing to rule them out. Although contact failed. Oh no, it doesn't. I don't know. I'm not gonna stress about it. Last outbound call was today. I did not make a contact, so they're gonna. I'm gonna reach out to the support, or if anybody knows on here who uses call tools. When you go into your, what was it, the dash? When you're looking at your contact center under campaigns, when you can see like calls today based off of the campaigns, on one of them it says logs. Maybe I can just search that, Google that instead of all this thing. Call tools logs. Campaign logs display contact errors if contacts are not able to be dialed. For example, suppression or caller ID issues can prevent calls from connecting and create a log of the call. So maybe it's my caller ID. Campaign logs display contact errors if contacts are not able to be dialed. I see. Suppression or caller ID. So let me see if there's a common theme amongst these with the caller ID that was being used. Call history. Contact history. No, don't do that, buddy. Just lay down. Just lay down. Just lay down, please. Leo. Oh well, I'm not gonna stress about it. Hop back on. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna hop on my headset here, so you guys won't be able to hear the sellers, the homeowners, for the time being while my girl is meeting with her client for the next hour. But I'll make sure that what I plan on doing is finishing my cold calling through my headset for the next hour, and then when she's done, switching over to my follow-ups and hitting my follow-ups for the day. because I figured that's a little bit more valuable to hear the sellers talking if since the lead is a little bit more qualified. I'm actually going to change my live filter, or not my live filters, but my sales funnels, just to have it. So right now I call them once. If they don't answer, I'll call them 2 hours later. If I call them the second time and they don't answer, I call them 2 hours later. So I just want to make sure that I'm not over calling them. I want to make this data stretch. Like maybe they're just not available today. So I don't want to call them like multiple times in one day for it to be the first time that I'm trying to get a hold of them. I would rather wait a little bit longer, like 24 hours, or 12, or 6, maybe the first time. So it starts to taper off as the attempts stack up. So like come attempt 3 and 4, it's waiting 6 hours. So I'm going to go outbound call attempts 1, call after, let's say 6 hours. So, I'll try them in the morning, and if they're unavailable, I'll try them in the evening if I'm calling then. And then after that, I will, if I can't get a hold of them that second time, I'll give it 24 hours. After that, 48. After that, 1 week. Rather like 1 week. And then after that, I'm going to do 12 weeks. If I don't get a hold of them after 5 attempts, then the next time I'm going to call them is like 3 months later. And what I think I'm going to do is build a separate, because I just use the same sales funnel for the entire dialer, but I want to build a separate sales funnel for my driving for dollars campaigns. And then what I'll do is add more on top of that. Like, okay, if I call them 3 months and they don't answer, I'll call them 3 months after that, and then 3 months after that, 3 months after that, just so that I'll play around with it, but just because I want to continue trying to get a hold of my driving for dollars leads. I think they're worth following up with forever, or until somebody answers and tells me to stop calling, or until the number disconnects, or you know what I mean? It's just worth following up with them a little bit more, a little longer. So let me throw this on. I got to change my system preferences. Hopefully somebody in the chat can let me know if you can hear me, because I'm going to have to, it's going to be coming through my headset in 1 second. Output, Jabra, output, Jabra. Check. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me, please. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up if you can hear me. Check. And let me know if it sounds any crispier too. I wish there was a way, I'm sure there probably is a way that you guys can hear what's coming through my headset. I'm just unsure how to do that. Not too tech savvy, but can you guys hear me? Check. 1, 2, 3. Let me go ahead and double check my caller IDs to make sure to see if that was the issue. I'm sure it probably is. I mean, some of these caller IDs I've been abusing. Although every single one of them says they're not flagged as a robocaller. So, got to take their word for it. Hop back into the campaign here. Agent dashboard. Campaigns. We got 200 people left to call on this no SMS response campaign. Here we go. Hey, Betsy? Betsy, how's it going? This is Derek. I am sorry, I know this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Summerfield Ridge Drive. Okay, completely understand. I appreciate you taking the call anyways. She says that she's a real estate agent and she can sell it herself. She takes pride in her work, which I can appreciate. Can you guys hear me? Maybe I can pull it up on my phone so I can check myself. Check. Check. Hello? Hi, Miss Chaco? Hi, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, I know this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Owl Tree Court. Yes. Oh, she was at work expecting a doctor's call. She says, "Don't call me. Okay, don't call me. Don't call me. Don't call me." And I was getting ready to apologize very sincerely, but she hung up. I'm going to try to play it like this so I can actually tell how loud I'm talking. It's a little difficult when you're in the headphones. You never know. Because I can hear myself, but it's pretty muffled. I never know how loud I'm talking and how soft I'm talking, rather. Don't call me, okay? Don't call me. Hello? Hi, is Miss Garza? Hello? He's getting a haircut back now and he leads. Bro, please stop. Nothing too crazy. I think the warmest one is just the one that asked for the call back tomorrow. Hello? Hi, Miss Lim? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Speaking of haircuts, I've been trying to convince my barber. He owns 2 properties out here in California, one that he lives in that he has paid off, and another one that his brother-in-law lives in, kind of a little ways out. And he's letting them live there for free, and he's continuing to pay the mortgage on it. And he was being a kind person by letting him stay there because there was family stuff going on, and he had moved over here to California to help care for his wife's mother, who was, fell ill, and she ended up passing away. And both, his stepmother and his brother-in-law were, or mother-in-law and brother-in-law were living in the property together until the mother passed. The mother had passed, and now he's continuing to live there. And now it's coming to the point where he's like, all right, it's getting to be like, when are you gonna get your own place, And I'm kind of like letting him know that's like exactly what I do, right? Is like help facilitate these type of situations. But he has too big of a heart to kick him out, and he's not strapped for cash or anything. He does well for himself, so he doesn't really care, right? He's not trying to live in the property himself or bother renting it out. So if he can take care of some family and continue to pay down the mortgage himself, he's fine with it. Shit, I know that's what I tell him. I try to convince him, but he really doesn't need to sell it. Like I said, he does really well for himself. But when it comes time, he's expressed that he's wanting to sell it once he pays the mortgage off, and which is going to be sometime within the next couple of years here because he pays it off pretty aggressively. So when he does own it free and clear, he wants to sell it because he sees how much the market has appreciated. About 85 people left in this campaign. Should blow through that pretty quickly. because there's only one number. There's only one number attached to these properties, so it's literally calling 6 properties at a time. Still dialing off of 6 lines. Appreciate everybody who's hopping in here. Mentioned this earlier, but we finally hit 200 subs. Really proud of that. And it's all thanks to you guys. So thank you again. I really do appreciate it. I never thought that I would even get that high. I never intended, and I still really don't, right? I mean, I'm just hopping on here cold calling, but the fact that you guys get so much value out of it and you've expressed that, it means a lot. Definitely. Keeps me motivated, holds me accountable, all that good stuff. So thank you again. I really do appreciate it. Next goal is 400 by the end of June. These squirrels, man. Leo hears them too. All right, hopefully we can squeeze another couple contacts out of this. I stand corrected. I guess the end of the list is where it's most dry. I need a cup of coffee, man. I try to limit myself to one a day. I'll always drink one first thing in the morning, but now that I've been doing this dialer thing a little bit more aggressively, been feeling like I need a little pick me up about this time of the day. Hello? Hi, Miss Williams? Oh, I'm sorry about that. All that time just to get a wrong number. About 30 left. I am planning on switching over to my other campaign after this, though, which has about 1,100 in there. So I should be getting some contacts there for sure. Need to get some fresher data in here. I think I may have some lists on my computer that I've never skip traced or never got brought over from my old dialer. Yeah, it needs to be skip traced. Tax liens, absentees, and I tried to mess around with pulling an empty nester list. I don't really know what that looks like. I forget what filters I put on there. All right, ran out of leads. Give it a couple seconds just in case. Again, I've mentioned this before on call tools. It'll give you the red bar across the top saying that it's out of leads, but that just means that it's calling the last few. So almost every single time it'll say ran out of leads, and then I'll stay on the campaign for like another 30 seconds, and then I'll connect with somebody. So just a little tip there if you use call tools. All right, hop off there. Was able to get a couple more contacts. I'm just so curious. So this list, empty nesters, I know it was huge too. Yeah, super fat. I might mess around and just skip trace like a couple hundred of these. And if it works out, it's like 4,700 properties on this. I just wish I would have remembered what the parameters were. That led me to believe that it was like an empty nesters list, or why I even called it empty nesters. I think if anything, maybe it's just like too big for these people. Building square feet, it looks like all of them are over 2,000. Effective year built, doesn't seem to be anything crazy there. Last sale, maybe pre. So I may stack these actually. Estimated remaining, or like just like pull and skip trace the more, what's probably a little bit more motivation there. Like leads, marketing lists. I don't know. I'm just kind of messing around now. I'm just so curious because I do need to get some more data in here, but I don't know if it's going to be worth doing this one. So a lot of these have link. Not a lot, but like 50 of these have link. Oh no, probably more than that. Let me see. Yeah, so like 200 of these have liens. So maybe I just skip trace those 200 and see if it's worth skip tracing anymore. They're all owner occupied. They're all owner occupied. They're all over 2,000 square feet. Again, I just don't really remember why I considered it an empty nester. Yo, what's going on, Emilio? Frank was asking about you, bro. He was like, where's the homie Emilio? I said, shoot, he'll probably be in here. So I think I'm going to do that. Depending on how the next few days of dialing goes, to see if like I've already milked these lists for all they're worth, I might just skip trace a couple of these like midweek, which I don't tend to do. I tend to save that till Sunday to gear up for the week. But looks like I got some lists that have not been skip traced in here. Here's a liens list. Maybe I'll just do this one. Tax lien list. About 700 properties here. And then a absentee list. That one's a couple hundred as well. So I'll probably start with those last two, the absentee list and then the tax lien list. That should give me like 500 plus properties to throw in there. Probably do that. Anyways, let me hop back over to this other campaign, which is my Driver for Dollars campaign. Before I do that, I want to come in and increase the number of lines that I'm calling off of there. Because in the recent days, I have gone in there and what am I trying to do? Campaigns, settings. It's just been kind of slower on that list because I think I've called through it a little bit more. I'm dialing off of 6 lines on that one. I'm gonna bump it up to 7. Well, no, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna keep it at 6. I'm tripping. Let me just hop in. Wasting time. 1,100 properties on this campaign here. Hello? Hey, James? Hello? Okay. Is that the right number or not? I'm going to say wrong number. All he said was get off my phone. There's one more number attached to that property, so I'm just going to go ahead and mark it. Hello? Okay, let's roll on a little bit here. Hello? Hi, is this Mr. or Miss Cade? Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Hello? Hey, Hector. Hector, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, I know this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Malcolm Drive. I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Malcolm Drive. Yeah, Yeah, just wanted to connect with you and wanted to see if you'd ever consider an offer on your property there. Yeah, ¿quieres vender tu casa en el calle de Malcolm? No, no. Ok, lo siento. Gotcha. Gracias. You got a mic? Any specific reason we can't hear the closing? Yeah, Emilio, my girl's in the other room. She's meeting with a client, so just on the headset for the next like 20, 30 minutes so that I'm not uh, 100% bothering her, just 50% bothering her. He was not interested. I'll try to update you guys a little bit more post call. He was uninterested. We had a little bit of disconnect. He was speaking to me in English, but he didn't quite come out and tell me that he didn't understand me or that he speaks Spanish or anything like that. So I just kind of took it. I just kind of took the opportunity to ask in Spanish, anyways, and he said no. Once I asked in Spanish, it was a lot more clear to him what I was asking. Just caught a voicemail. I was saying that too, Emilio. I feel like there's a way where you guys should be able. Nah, no, probably not. I know there's probably a way. Nothing that I have the ability to do right now. I was gonna say I have a way to hear what I'm hearing in the headset. Just got another voicemail, wrong number though. It was some supermarket. Be right back. 1 second. I'm gonna go use the restroom. I like this headset though. When you pull the toggle up, it mutes it. So in my headset, it's like unmuted, muted, and when I don't know if you guys can see where the light even is, but there's a light somewhere on here that when you're on a call, I think it's just this ring. There's a ring around the thing, and when I'm on a call, it turns red. So anybody like in the room can see if I'm waiting to get on a call. Sure, you guys didn't hear any of that, but when I'm on a call, there's a little ring, a little LED ring right here that turns red. So anybody like in the room who's like maybe wanting to get my attention, they'll know whether or not I'm waiting for a call or if I'm on a call. When I'm on a call, it'll turn red. It's pretty expensive headset to be honest. It's a Jabra 380, I think. It's USB, so I just have a little USB port plugged into my computer. I'm able to talk through it, and there's other things like this button right here will mute it and unmute it. I don't know. It's really comfortable too. If anybody's looking for a headset, but I'll be right back. You stay there. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hold on. Don't act up, man. I know. He needs to go out. Don't you? Give me a couple minutes. I gotta make this money, you know? I'm gonna get to the bag. You understand that, don't you? You see yourself? What the hell are you talking about, man? Get back on here. I know. Just lay down. You can tell he's getting ready to act up when his tail starts wagging. No, but Leo, come here. Come. Come. Good boy, down. Down. Good boy. How can you tell if a buyer is serious? Good question, Sarah. If they are willing to sign an agreement and put up the earnest money that you're asking for, and I mean, you can go to the extent of saying, willing to provide proof of funds if that's what you're requesting from them. Something else that I've been asking, something that I got from one of these gurus' YouTube videos was asking for any information pertaining to one of their more recent projects, whether that be like pictures of a flip or, an address of a rental they just picked up. Stop that, please. Yeah, I mean, just generally, I feel like anybody who's in this industry, especially people who are on here on my channel searching for guidance on stuff like that, Sarah, I believe you have a good judge of character. Um, and when you start to have a lot of conversations with quote unquote buyers, it's pretty easy to determine who's serious and who's not. Like, let me read you this conversation of this guy who just texted me on one of the properties here. The other. So he says, so in my marketing piece that I send out, it says like, here's my number, contact Derek for additional pictures and the complete address. And a lot of people won't even like introduce themselves. They'll just say, what's the address? You done? Okay. They'll just say like, what's the address? Like this guy, he says, hello, and then he like abbreviated as if I knew what he was talking about. Has the CC been sold? I'd imagine he's referring to the property that we have on Cesar Chavez. What's the full address? Triple texted me without me even saying anything. I said, no. Hello? Hey, Angel? Angel, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, I know this is a little random here, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Scarborough Lane. Yeah, I just wanted to connect with you and wanted to see if you'd ever consider an offer on your property there. No. Absolutely. I appreciate you taking the call. I didn't hear anything that you said. No. So hopefully that answers your question, Sarah. I mean, I wish there was like a telltale, like, this is the question you have to ask. And if they don't answer it, they're not serious. But I'm finding that there really isn't. Like I said, however it is you want to do your process, ask them for proof of funds, ask them for any information pertaining to a recent project. Um, ensure that they're on board with either the offer price or the earnest money that you're requesting, stuff along those lines. But just to finish my thought on this guy, I was saying I'm finding when people just like don't even. It's like I think it also comes down to preference as to who you want to work with, right? I don't want to work with somebody who's just gonna like hit me up like this. Hello, has it been sold? What's the full address? It's like I want to work with somebody who I'm trying to build a relationship with, somebody who's going to introduce themselves, tell me their name, um, want to talk to me. Texting, that's another thing. I give them the option on my post. I say call or text Derek at this number. The real ones will call me. The legitimate ones will call me. They'll call me and they'll say, hey, I checked out your post, and we'll have an actual conversation. The ones who are tire kickers, people trying to cut you out of the deal, they're going to text you and just ask for the address, you know, as if me putting up that firewall of saying, contact me to get the full address is just as simple as texting me. Does that make sense? Like, the people who are real understand that, hey, I'm having you reach out to me for a reason. I'm not just like having you say, yeah, contact me for the full address just so that you can shoot me a quick text asking for the address. If it was just that simple, I would have put the address up there, you know? So the people who do text me, I will ask for proof of funds or some type of information pertaining to their last flip, um, or project. The people who call me, that's when I just kind of use my judge of character. And I feel like pretty confident about that. Again, people who want to actually build a relationship are asking legitimate questions, about the property. Like a legitimate person I'm finding is people who are calling me like, yeah, what can you tell me about the property? And then I'll always ask, like, what do you want to know? Did you check out the post? Because I try to put as much information on my marketing piece as possible. And they're like this last guy that called me, it was like, yeah, well, just curious, like out of curiosity, why hasn't that one sold yet? And I'll be like, oh, okay, well, there's a lot of moving parts going on. There's some unpermitted work done to the property. It's turned off some buyers. Um, there's it's tenant occupied, this and that. And he's like genuinely asking and not just saying like, what's the address? You know? So hopefully that helps, Sarah. I know again that I wish there was kind of some magic bullet, if you will, to determine who's legit and who's not. It really, despite anything, even proof of funds, people can get fake proof of funds, or not fake, but proof of funds that aren't actually coming from a lender that they've worked with before. So even then, it's still going to boil down to your judge of character of this person to determine whether or not they are legit. All right, let me pull this headset off. My girl's done. Can you guys hear me? Check. Internal speakers. Check. All right, cool. Thank you. Of course, sir. Of course. Thanks for hopping in here too. I think this is the first time I've seen you, so I definitely appreciate it. Saw you. You gotta disguise the name too. If you want to delete that first question, by all means. Switched it up to just the K. I feel you though. I appreciate you hopping in here again and asking the question. I really do appreciate you guys when you ask questions. Again, I always try to say this. I'm by no means am I some pro at this. I've closed 2 deals, so I know, well, not closed, but assigned 2 deals and gotten paid on 2 deals. So I do know that I've gotten a little bit further than somebody who may just be exploring this for the first time, trying it out for the first time and haven't gotten, something under contract or hasn't gotten paid on their first deal. So I do know that. So I try to point you in the best direction I know how. But at the end of the day, I'm no pro either, right? So take all my advice with a grain of salt. Continue to do your due diligence. Continue asking that question to others, Sarah. And then, you know, I don't have to tell you that, but just for my own sake, so that I feel good about responding to your question. I just want to make sure that you know where I'm at in my career and my wholesaling business as well. I don't want you to think that I'm some, you know, pro that closes deals every single week, because I'm not. But again, I know, especially in doing this YouTube channel, I have found that uh, I have gone further than somebody else who may just be starting out. So however I can kind of toss the ladder back behind me and help you guys climb up to where I'm at, I'll try my very best to do that every single time. Let me hop back on. 26 contacts on the day. I'm gonna dial for like another 5 minutes, see if I can get maybe a lead out of these next few contacts. I was shooting for 30, but I'm cool with 27 contacts on the day. That'll put me at 50 on the week. And then I'm gonna transition to some follow-up, some lead follow-up. Hopefully have a little bit more productive conversation. Hello?
After the tone.
Know your party's extension. You may dial it anytime.
I see your question, Sarah. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna hop back over to the YouTube tab and answer. I want to give it a little bit of attention. I see that it's a longer question. Want to give it the attention that it deserves. Bear with me. Just want to see if I can get one more person on the phone here. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Jose.
Oh, I get one of these calls.
What does that mean? I'm going to assume that was the wrong number. One of these. Oh, you're one of those. I sure am. You better believe it. All right, Sarah asks. Sarah asks, do you personally send boots on the ground to meet buyers at a property you have under contract? Yes. Not sure if you do this virtually. Yes, I do. But what was your experience with your 2 deals? All right, boom. First deal, I partnered with somebody who, if I'm honest, regret partnering with. I was new, obviously. This is my first deal. I was, I think, led to believe that he was a lot more experienced and had connections with a lot more buyers than I was, uh, what the case actually was. Um, and that's not to knock the guy. This is a personal. I learned through all of this, right? Um, my plan was to get the thing under contract. I had already had it under contract at that point. I was going back and forth with this guy I had met on Facebook who was in Houston, which is my virtual market. And again, I was led to believe that he had a vast network of buyers, hedge fund buyers, all this. He may actually have had hedge fund buyers and probably just was uninterested in this property because it needed a lot of work. Mold, dog poop on the ground, just a mess. The whole place was a mess, roof caving in, everything. It needed to be completely remodeled. I'll try to pull pictures up. Uh, I figured he was going to bring the buyer since I had it under contract. But I'm getting ready to say, I'm glad that I didn't just assume that he was going to bring the buyer and didn't try to dispo it myself. I tried to dispo it myself. I ended up finding a buyer who walked the property. My JV partner was there on site to kind of facilitate it, to be quite honest. And I don't say any of this to knock the guy. It was a learning lesson. But to be quite honest, he probably didn't even need to be there. Um, the buyer was legit. The buyer showed up. He knew that I didn't want him to try to cut me out of the deal. He didn't have any intention on doing so. He walked the property. Him and my JV partner, this is the only thing that my JV partner truly did. And I would kind of, in hindsight, am a little upset that he even took it upon himself to do this. They negotiated on site without me. So we had it under contract at 58. They negotiated and came to the conclusion that 75 was going to be a good purchase price. Called me, my JV partner, let me know that that's what they agreed on, and I was kind of like, all right, cool. I was kind of ecstatic, like boom. And JV partner had asked me to go back to the seller and renegotiate the price at the time so that we can get paid more than what we were already going to make. At the time, I was like, okay, yeah, thinking again, kind of looking at this gentleman as a pro in the industry and that he knew what he was talking about. And this was my first deal. So I'm just going to go ahead and run with anything he's saying. I literally could not sleep at night thinking about what I was going to say to the seller to try to renegotiate. It just was not sitting well with me. And I'm telling you that when I say that, it's not an exaggeration. I was up at night. I could not sleep. And I finally was able to get some sleep, woke up the next morning and that night I came to the conclusion, which actually helped me go to sleep. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going back to the seller and trying to renegotiate just so that we can get paid more. There's already it was 70,000. There was a $12,000 spread. We were each going to get 6,000 on the deal. And I came to the conclusion, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go back on my word with the seller just so that we can get paid more. Right? 6,000 is fine by me, man. So I didn't. And I told him that. And he responded kind of negatively, if you ask me, in a way that made me feel like my decision to not do that was incorrect. But at that point in time, I was remaining true to myself and didn't want to do it. So I did it. And we ended up closing on it and got paid 12,000, 6 each. So that was that. And to be honest, I could have easily cut him out as well. But again, just as I was a man of my word with the seller, I was going to be a man of my word with my partner. At that point in time, it was my purchase and sale agreement with the seller. I was direct to seller. I ended up using my assignment agreement, and it was me and the buyer on the assignment agreement. And at that point in time, we didn't even have a JV agreement in place. I could have easily cut him out. I didn't. Put him on a JV agreement, and we split the 12. We each took down 6. That was my first deal. There was a lot more that went into my first deal aside from that, but just to kind of address your question, he was out on site. My second deal, my buyer bought it sight unseen. It was tenant occupied at the time, and it was an absentee owned property. And the seller was comfortable with us going out and just checking out the property, let his tenant know, hey, somebody's going to swing by and check the property out. I'm selling it. Here's your 30-day notice. The second deal was super smooth. My buyer, we signed the assignment agreement. He put up his earnest money before even going to walk the property. He just wanted to walk the property for his own sake, to know that he's either going to lose out on his earnest money because it was in a deal that he should have put the earnest money up for, or yeah, this looks good. And that's what the case was. He, again, already assigned it to him. He already put his earnest money up, and then he just walked the property himself, or he sent somebody on his team to go walk it just to kind of double check that it was good to go, and it was. And that was that. Now moving forward, I partner with, here we go, Jared and his wife Raina out in Houston. They're kind of operating as my boots on the ground, if you will, but it's more of a partnership. We are working out how it is that we can benefit one another. It kind of started with me passing along my Spanish speaking leads to them, as his wife speaks Spanish. So it's kind of like that. And it's kind of evolved into, yeah, more of a partnership where the leads are shared. And I've come to the conclusion now that in this climate of wholesaling, anything that you can do in order to get a one up on your competition is going to be beneficial. So meeting in person on appointments is going to be one avenue that you can take in order to, again, get a one up on your competition. So I'm unable to do that virtually. So I'm under the impression that if I got 10 smoking leads, this is just an example. Don't take these numbers as true metrics. If I had 10 smoking leads, maybe I get 3, 4 of them able to sign virtually. Whereas if I am willing to split the profits with Jared and Raina and send them out on the appointments for these smoking leads, maybe they lock up like 7, 8 of them. So I think that it's even more so. Like you can say, take half the profits, get twice the amount of deals, but I think it's even more like take half the profits, get like 3 times as many deals, to be quite honest, especially because not only are they going out on appointments for leads, but also I'm able to capitalize on the Spanish speakers. So hell yeah, facts. For sure, not really ethical unless it's like you need to renegotiate. Yeah, that was really odd. I just didn't like the dynamic. Hell yeah, facts. Always better in person, face to face. Right. So that's kind of what we're doing now, Sarah. They're going out on site. But before that, I did have boots on the ground who I paid to go take pictures. And she built her own business model. She called herself the Realty Runner Girl, and she built like a whole business model. I really liked it too. And I respect her for that, for doing that. She realized the need for virtual wholesalers, or just people who don't have the bandwidth to go out on these appointments or go take pictures, right? And just would rather pay somebody to do it. So she built her whole business model on it, where she would go get the contract signed if like it's already just negotiated, but they don't, can't get the computer thing figured out, right? Some of these older sellers can't figure out the e-signatures like DocuSign, so they would much rather have somebody come out in person so that they can sign with a pen and paper. So she would do that. She would go take pictures. She would be there for cash buyer walkthroughs, anything like that you would use a runner for. She would do that, and kind of, I just cut her like, I think it was like $100 to go take pictures. I think she charged like $75 for a cash buyer walkthrough, $50 just to go get the piece of paper signed with the seller. So no, that was a long-winded answer. Hopefully you're still in here. Do you personally send boots on the ground to meet buyers at property? Yes. I'm always going to want somebody out there, unless it's vacant. But even then, I've heard of people saying that it's still good to get somebody out there to walk even a vacant property with a buyer, just in case. I don't know what could come of that, but I think, again, just kind of on the ethical side of things, maybe not ethical, but just like taking ownership and accountability of, hey, this is our deal. I'm always going to want somebody who represents us and our company out at the property if I know somebody's going to be there. And so yeah. And yes, I do this virtually. I currently live in San Francisco Bay Area, California, San Jose to be specific. and I do this. My virtual market is Houston, Texas. And for my second deal, yeah, I kind of touched on both those deals there. What about you, Sarah? What market are you in, and are you doing this virtually, or are you doing it in your own backyard? I'm going to transition to some follow-ups here. I got one person here that I want to follow up with on my texting platform. His name is Douglas. Mr. Potts is how I refer to him as. He said that he will sell it for 125. He responded to a text back on November 23rd. I guess I had connected with him earlier this year on January 5th. It was vacant as of the end of November. Said he'll just keep it and renovate the house himself. The wife doesn't want him to sell it, thinks he will just renovate and re-rent it afterwards. Said he got an offer for 125 and he didn't accept it. Mentioned that he did some research and figured his house was worth 150-ish. And I received permission to follow up in a couple months. To be honest, I probably should have followed up a lot sooner than that, but here I am today. Let me pull him up on Zillow, see what the Zestimate is, just to give me a general idea. It's 140,000. I'm gonna quickly put this into my flood map to see if it's in any type of a flood zone, which it is not. And I'm not going to bother comping it this very second, because I don't want to waste my time, especially if he's not interested in selling it. But to be honest, I don't think that I would be anywhere close to 125. His estimate being 140. If I'm lucky, ARV is 200, which isn't too out of the ordinary based on what I'm finding, just like how hot the market is. Those estimates are pretty like far behind what ARV truly is. So even if it was 200, I would want to be for a 1,500 square foot house. Let me see if I gathered any information about the condition of it. I don't think I did. So I'm just going to go ahead and safely assume it was an average rehab. I would want to be closer to the 100,000 mark, maybe 110, 115, 120 max. But so maybe I could be upwards of that 125. But he was talking 150. Let me give him a call. Stop wasting time. I like to track how many follow-ups. Let me take note of how many contacts I hit on the dialer today. I think it was, I don't know how many I said. I think it was 20 something. 26 contacts on the day. That puts me at 49 on the week, which is pretty annoying. And let me start hitting my follow-ups. I want to hit at least 5 follow-ups per day. Give Mr. Potts a phone call here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Mr. Potts, how's it going? This is Derek.
It's going all right. Who is this?
This is Derek. Not sure if you recall, a couple months ago, we were going back and forth about your place over on Creston.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you been?
Good, man.
Good to hear. Yeah, just wanted to round back. I know the last time we talked, you decided you were kind of going to hold on to it. Let me know you were going to renovate the place.
Yeah, I'm still finna renovate it, man.
Okay.
I'm just waiting on my blueprint and stuff to get ready.
Okay, nice. What kind of stuff are you doing to the? What kind of renovations are you doing to the place?
I'm gonna renovate the whole house, man. Just remodel the whole house, reconstruct the roof, put new windows in it, the whole 9 yards.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool. How much? Out of curiosity, how much are you planning on spending on that?
I'm I'm looking at around probably about 75 or 80.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a lot of more stuff, man. I'll probably end up letting one of my sons move in the house.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, so I mean, I just wanted to round back. Doesn't sound like you had a change of heart or anything, but just wanted to see if you given any more thought to possibly selling it as is before you did those renovations.
Nah, my wife don't want me to get rid of it, man.
Yeah, yeah. I know that's what you had mentioned last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
She told me to go ahead and renovate it and don't worry about it. So
Good.
if I have any change up, man, I'll keep you in mind.
Perfect. This is my direct number, so feel free to reach out if
I'm
anything.
gonna lock it in.
Perfect. Perfect. I appreciate you taking the
Okay.
call. Good luck with everything too.
All right. Okay. Thank you, man.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. You too.
Bye now. I'll take him off a follow up. He doesn't sound like, if he's planning on spending 80,000, that's probably what it's and it's good to hear somebody reasonable. That's probably what it's going to take to do all that stuff that he's talking about. Place is only 1,500 square feet, but if he's talking about dropping a new roof on it, he says doing the whole 9. I think, yeah, about 75, 80,000. Again, it's kind of just reassuring to hear somebody not say like, oh, I'll probably do the whole thing for about 10, 15, which is what these sellers say when they want to sell it as is, but don't want to do the work themselves. So that alone, I was considering continuing to follow up with him because he hadn't done any work to it yet. The last time I connected with him was early January, so it's been about 4 months, and he still hasn't done anything to it. But he doesn't, he still sounds like he's gearing up. He referenced his wife again. Just doesn't seem like he's interested, but he's going to lock me in if anything does ever change. It's just, for me, I'm going to not follow up anymore. Reconnected, or should I? It was a pretty good conversation. I'll follow up. I'll follow up in 6 months and see if he started the renovations yet. Because that's the only thing that I'm hanging on to, the fact that he hasn't done anything to it yet. And when I last talked to him, I was meaning to ask if it was still vacant. Last time I spoke with him in November, it was vacant, so he's just holding on to this property. Reconnected with seller, still plans. Well, and he was talking about giving it to his son. Still plans to hold on to the property. Wife doesn't want him to sell. Plans on doing a full reno at around 75 to 80K. Probably going to pass it along to one of his sons as well. Said he'd lock Derek's number in if he had any change of heart. Or you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop him into the cold campaign here. The cold campaign in my texting platform so that it can just go ahead and follow up automatically. And what that looks like is, hey, I know you weren't interested in selling. Just wanted to round back, make sure you had a number to reach out to, that type of stuff. So that looks like not interested in selling. He's going to get texted for the first time 7 days from now. Hey, thanks for talking with me about address the other day. Please reach out if anything ever changes. Text stopped, no longer receive messages. Hey, blank, just wanted to be sure you had a number to contact in case you're ever looking for an offer. Hi, and this is 30 days later, 45 days later, 45 days later. So that's what I'm going to do. Just kind of drop him into this campaign here so that it's kind of just hands off from me. All right, I think that was everybody who I wanted to call on my texting platform, just the one gentleman. Now I'm going to jump over to my dialer, see who I can follow up with over there. So I have 4 people. This guy I spoke with way long ago. Not really interested in selling, but he opened up, painted the house a year ago, owns it free and clear, has a bunch of liens that he has to pay off. Totals around 60K. Lives there with his wife. Stepson lives in the 3rd bedroom, more of a den. AC should be replaced soon. Roof was replaced in 2015. Electrical box was recently replaced. No real upgrades done. Wants to retire within the next 5 years. Doesn't want to have to start paying off a new mortgage. Him and his wife had discussed selling at one point for 185,000. I'd let him know at that point we would probably be around the 120 to 130, but he wasn't so turned off to it and said, continue following up. My partner had followed up about a year ago, a little more. He connected and he wasn't interested at the time. So I'm gonna give him a call right now, see if he's given it any more consideration. I don't even know if I'm gonna have the right number for him. It's been so long.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Hit him with a double tap. Looks like I had actually tried him a couple months ago.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Leave him a message.
28 is not available.
Hey there, this message is for Gerald. My name is Derek. Not sure if you recall, it's been quite some time since we spoke, but we had connected a while back in regards to your property over on Park Manor. At the time, you had kind of let me know what was going on with the property, and that you weren't necessarily interested in selling at that point in time, but let me know to follow up every so often to see if you've given it any more thought. So that's what I'm doing now. Just wanted to reconnect, seeing if you've considered selling that property anymore. If you are interested and would like to receive a cash offer on your property there, I would love to get you one. Again, my name is Derek. The best number to reach me at is 832 6. I'll talk to you soon. Shoot him a quick text. Double tap, left voicemail, texted. We'll say, hey, Gerald, period. My name is Derek, period. We spoke a while back in regards to your property on Park Manor, period. Just wanted to warmly follow up to see if you and your wife have given any more thought to selling that place there, period. If you had, comma, I'd love to reconnect with you and see if we may be a good fit, period. I hope you have a great day, period. Talk soon, exclamation. Boom. All right. That talk to text is clutch. Let me push that out. I'm gonna push that out like 6 months. No need for me to follow up so frequently. Follow up towards the end of the year. This is one that I'm going to throw into Trello for you, Jared, so I don't forget. Set myself a task. For those who aren't familiar with Trello, it's kind of just like a free project management software that you can use for a CRM if you don't want to pay for one. So this is one that we're kind of using for our shared leads here. Copy the template, throw the property in. Label him follow up, name, phone, Eric connected with him via cold call and ask for a call back tomorrow around, what do you say, 8 to 9 a.m. Central Time. Put the date of tomorrow. I don't know if it does it in my time or your time, Jared, to be quite honest. I'm just going to put it in my time in hopes that it says it in your time. I just don't know. That's something that we may need to figure out, is if we're looking at the same times or if we're looking at our local times here. All right, Dawn here. I tried last week, didn't get a hold of. Tried 10 days before that, didn't get a hold of her. But I had connected with her about a month before that, talked with her. She said the tenant's a hassle, doesn't want to deal with it. Tenant doesn't take good care of the property, doesn't pay rent on time, broke the furnace and the windows. The HOA, which is the homeowners association, is getting upset with how she treats the property. Tenant's lease is up in December, but the seller had asked that the tenant leave in April. So I received permission to follow up in like mid-March, which is why I followed up with her then, to revisit the conversation, see if the tenant was cooperative, and that see if she was going to get out of the property earlier than the lease ends. So I'm going to give her a call now. I think probably your time. Hello?
Hello, you've reached Dawn Brown. Please leave a message.
Yo, she hung up with the quickness. Maybe her phone's off. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes, or maybe she's busy. Jared, if you're available right now and can pull up Trello, this is a perfect opportunity for us to check on that new one that I just put in there for Doncaster. Let me know what it says the due date is. Does it say tomorrow at 8 or does it say tomorrow at 10? Try one more time.
Hello, you've reached Dawn.
Sounds like maybe her phone's off. I'm not going to leave her a voicemail or text her. I did both of those back to back within, multiple times within the last week. So just going to go ahead and leave a note. Double tap, did not leave voicemail, did not text. I like to just know all that stuff so that I can be like appropriate about it. Not to say that there's an inappropriate amount to do those things, but without exposing the number, you can see like I called her twice, left her text, and probably left her a voicemail. Called her twice, left her a voicemail, left her a text, called her twice. Like I just don't want to like turn her off to be working with me because I annoy her so much, but I'm definitely gonna call her. That's for sure. And I'm going to call her. It's not next Monday, but the Monday after that. All right, this guy I'm trying to make an offer to, so hopefully I can get him on the phone. This gentleman, property's vacant, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, thinking of selling. Sounds like he has a plan for the money, motivation. I need to dig a little deeper on that. Although, every time I get him on the phone, it's very surface level. So I'm going to try to, have the conversation open up a little bit. 2-car garage, can rent it for $1,700-1,800 a month. Doesn't want to get another tenant in there to commit to another year-long lease. It's in good condition. It's asking $170,000. Call back anytime. Ran some comps. I found that is the case. A lot of rentals in the area. It seems to be a rental market that are going for about 1,700, 1,750. Didn't see anything for 1,800, but he's pretty accurate with that. Saw the ARV about 205 to 210. So I said that for a flip, I probably need to be around 135. I need to learn a little bit more about the condition regardless. But I said that I may be able to be upwards of 150 if I can find like a buy and hold investor who wants to enter with a little bit of equity, maybe just turn the property over, spend, 10, 15,000 on, uh, turning the property over, carpet paint, whatever, to get a new tenant in there. The place is 1,275 square feet. His estimate's at 190. Again, I think that around 210 was ARV. Yeah, I'd still want to be around like 140, 150 tops. Let me give him a call. Hey, Mr. Rahman.
Yes.
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek.
Okay.
Hey, we had connected. We've been going back and forth a little bit about your place over on Poplar Ridge Lane out in Humble.
Okay, Derek. I'm trying to see what you're trying to tell me. What you going back and forth? What about what?
Yeah, I was giving you a call back about your place out in Humble on Poplar Ridge Lane. We have been going back and forth a little bit. You said that you were possibly,
About what?
yeah, about possibly being interested in selling that place.
Yeah, but I'm really busy right now. But you talking to me as if we have an appointment or something. We didn't have any appointment or anything.
No, we had connected.
You trying to call me to just follow up on what you're trying to tell me?
Yes, sir. We had connected last week, and it seemed that you were busy at that time as well. So you asked for a call back this week. Would it be beneficial if we wanted to schedule an appointment? I could send somebody out to the property to meet with you.
Who is that? Who is someone?
It's my partner. His name would be Jared, and his wife Raina.
You're calling me and calling for someone else? Or you
No, I'm calling for myself, but I wouldn't be the one who's going to the property. It would be my partner. They're the ones who go on the appointments.
Well, so if you are calling me and you don't want to come and you're going to send someone else, I don't understand that. I mean, you're sending someone else?
Yes, sir. They're my partners, and I trust them very much. Just like you, I'm a busy man myself, and they're the ones who go on the appointments. Just want to. Hey, I don't want to. Listen, sir. I don't want to waste your time. If selling is something that you're interested in, we'd love to make you an offer. But if it's not something that
Where
you're,
are you? Are you in Houston?
I'm actually in California, and my partners are located in Houston as well as my team.
Oh, you're in California.
Correct.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Well, what we will do is we will probably plan something next week, I think, because I've not been able to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So let me get your number. That way I can call you.
Please.
And, okay, that way you don't have to. Okay, what's your number? And is it Derek?
Correct. Derek.
Okay, Derek.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So
let me see.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let me see when I'll call you next week sometime. Maybe try to get going with this thing and have some. That's the only person you have, or so there will be more people coming here?
No. It would just be the one to meet with you personally to get some eyes on the property to see if it's even something that we're interested in. I know you were mentioning that it's vacant and that let me see the notes here that it's in great condition. So yeah, we just want to verify that before we make the offer. I took a look at the area. So yeah, we just want to make sure it's a good fit before we or you commit to
Right.
anything.
Yeah, I understand. No problem. But what is the price that you're looking into that? I mean, have you checked? I told you what I wanted. Remember?
Yeah. You were saying 170, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, so we just need to get out there, verify the condition to make sure, what type of repairs or anything that it needs. Um, I know that it was tenant occupied. Have you gone in there and you done anything since the tenant moved out?
We have done just a paint and just the regular stuff. That's about it. It's ready. I mean, it can be rented right away. I mean, I was debating. I got like a lot of calls, but I'm still kind of debating whether I should sell it or keep it.
Right. Yeah, I know you had mentioned that you were kind of just not wanting
I'm still
to.
debating. I lost, but I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and sell it.
Yeah, that makes sense. You were saying you didn't want to commit to a long-term lease, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, just so that I know, in terms of like kind of the bigger ticket items like the roof or the central AC, would anything like that need to be replaced?
AC is pretty brand new.
Okay.
Roof is also 8 to 10 years. It's a very good condition, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I think the water is brand new.
Okay.
But the rest of it is just, all tiles, there's no carpet, all ceramic.
Right. Right. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, whenever you're free, whenever you're free to meet with my partners, I can, they're pretty much available. They can work their schedule
Okay.
around yours. So
Okay,
I'll,
I would call you probably next week, and then that way, I'll probably no problem.
absolutely,
Uh,
absolutely. I'll be on the lookout for your call, and I appreciate you taking the time today to speak with me. It sounds like you're a busy
okay, no
man.
problem. So,
So
are you in California? Where are you in California?
the San Francisco Bay Area.
Oh, wow, you're in the pretty area.
Yeah, yeah. You familiar with the area?
San Francisco, beautiful area, San Francisco. I was there one time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I was in LA, San Francisco, Sacramento, all that, but I think San Francisco is very pretty, very nice.
Me too. Me too. Sacramento's a little too hot for me. I don't know. I go out there
Yeah.
sometimes. It's a little too hot.
Do you do real estate all over the country or what?
Specifically Houston, to be honest. I have some partners out here in California as well, but I like Houston. So in terms of anything outside of California, I'm just looking at Houston specifically, and we've kind of built the team out there virtually. So to answer your question, no, not all over, but I might entertain it if the numbers make sense, right?
Right, exactly. So you're not doing any real estate in California?
A little bit. I have some partners out here that are realtors, but in terms of the investment side of things, Houston's kind of my bread and butter.
Yeah, yeah, because I think California is too expensive, right?
Right, right. Yeah, it just exactly. It doesn't really quite make sense. Sacramento, I have some buddies out there that do fix and flips in Sacramento. The price points are a little lower where it makes sense. But yeah, San Francisco, it's just not something that I want to really take part in. It's a little bit too much.
Too much, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I know what you're saying.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right,
I'll be
man.
on the lookout for your call. Again, I appreciate
Okay.
you taking the time today, and I hope that we can schedule something to have you meet with my partners out there.
Yeah, sooner. Yeah, I'd like to do sooner, no problem.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah. Let me be honest with you. What's
Sure.
holding me off for the property? What's holding me off? The lady was living before, and I think she moved something like a stuff or fridge or something. I don't know what she did. She dropped something on the tile in the middle of the living room,
Huh.
on the tile, and she broke like 6, 7 tiles.
Oh no.
And that's no problem. I could, but my problem is my rest of the that house is being tiled, and that tile I've looked about at least 10 places. I could not find the matching tile.
Oh
So,
jeez.
so I don't know what I'm. That's what the holdup is.
Yeah.
Because if I'm looking for a tile to match up 10, if I get find 10, 12 tiles, I'll buy it and just have this guy. I had a guy who ready to install, but I just don't have the tiles.
Right.
And if I put something else, it's not going to look good.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd have to just replace the whole
I'm
floor.
trying to find something very close to what we have. That even that will work. If I found not exact tile, but really close, would that work? You think?
Possibly. I mean, I guess it depends on how close, and it depends on what you're
Yeah.
trying to do. I think that if you're just going to re-rent it and get another tenant in there, they may not care as much. But if somebody were to buy the home for themselves, they may want it to match a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you do in this situation? What do you do?
Well,
in this
well,
situation?
we would. I mean, in terms of this property here, we definitely buy our properties as is. So, I mean, we wouldn't require you to fix it. We would consider it, depending on the extent of the damage. That's why I think it would be great to have somebody take a look.
It's just that 6, 7 tiles are missing,
Yeah.
but there's no damage or anything.
Yeah, yeah. Then to be honest, we would probably look to change all the tiles. You know what I mean? If we were unable to get something that matched perfectly, we would probably look to switch out the flooring altogether.
Or do you think I should put the carpet?
It depends. It depends on what the market's telling you. I would take a look at some of the other rentals in the area and see what's driving the price up. Because I know you were telling me that stuff around the area rents for about 17, 1800, correct?
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I would just see what kind of flooring they have in their properties. Do a little bit of homework.
Some have carpet, some have tiles,
Yeah, then if you can
Some
do,
have tiles, some have tiles in the bedroom tile. I mean the carpet. So I'll see. Okay, I'll see. I'll let you know.
yeah, you know what I mean. If you can get that rent, if you can still get the 17,
Okay.
1800 for the carpet, maybe it's the carpet.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, hey, I appreciate it again.
I'll see what I can do.
Sounds good. I'll be on the lookout for your call.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
That was interesting. He was not wanting to talk at all, and then he was asking me my opinion. Good call, I guess. Again, another perfect example of me being honest about where I live. I started to stretch the truth a little bit about doing real estate out here. Not necessarily because I do have contacts out here that do real estate, do fix and flips. That gentleman I referenced in Sacramento is a real person. So, decent conversation. It's like was not wanting to meet with you guys though. It's got to be you. It's got to be like why? I'm a busy man too, man. That was my excuse, but then he asked where I was, and that probably let him know that's why I'm not going to meet with him. Connected with seller, still vacant, gets a lot of calls. It sounds like asking 170. I said that, he may accept less if we start pointing out the damage of the tiles that he's talking about. Apparently, the tenant had dropped a fridge or something and busted 10 to 12 tiles. Flooring, and he is having trouble finding matching tiles. Let him know that Merrick is located in California and wanted to schedule something for his partners, Jared and Raina, to meet with him. He stated that he would call me next week, but Derek intends on calling him if he doesn't hear back. Now I will pull this up and I will say, hear back from seller to schedule an appointment. If not, follow up. It's Tuesday. He says he's going to call me in a week. If I don't hear back from him by Friday of next week, I'm going to call him. That guy funny. Is he Indian or Hispanic? I think he's Indian. How is he so busy but still spending all that time on the phone? Yeah, he was bullshitting me in the beginning for sure. Great call though. You got him to ease down his anger. He was showing it first. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I just got real with him, and I think that I'm learning how to like read people and determining how they need to be spoken to. I hate to say it that way, but he's the kind of guy where you got to give it back. That red seller that you guys hear about probably in doing your own education, like those aggressive sellers, those drivers, you need to kind of like put them in their place. And I was getting a little frustrated. So I'm sure you guys heard me like, hey, look, man, I don't want to waste your time, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of like started raising my voice a little bit and getting a little bit more firm with him. And it's almost like he appreciated that. Like he doesn't want like the nice salesperson that's gonna tell him everything that he wants to hear and oh of course and yes. Like look man, I don't want to waste your time either, bro. Like what's going on? You want to sell it or not? We talked last week. You said you wanted to sell, and he was like, oh yeah, yeah, kind of like again, kind of like put him in his place, and I think he appreciated that. Oddly enough. Deleting this one right here. This isn't worth following up with. At first, she had told me that she was uninterested, but gave me permission to call in like 6 months. Um, I called her in 6 months, and she was like pretending like it wasn't her. When I was like, "Is this Miss Dublin?" And she was like, "Who's calling?" I was like, "Oh, this is Derek. I was calling about the property we spoke a while ago, and you said you may be interested in the future." And she was like, "This isn't Miss Dublin. I don't." It's just like the way the notes that I left myself reminds me of the conversation. I think that it was her, and she was just not wanting to talk about it. And also, she was. It wasn't that she wasn't trying to talk about it right now and maybe interested in the future. It was like she was trying to come across like I had the wrong number so that I would stop calling altogether. So I'm not going to waste my time with that one. This gentleman, not interested, gave me permission to follow up in 6 months. Kind of the same type of situation here. Hello, how you doing, dude? I was calling you about Facebook listing I saw for a property you have for assignment properties. Let's listen to this. See what he says.
Hello, how you doing, Derek? Hi. So, I was calling you about a Facebook listing I saw for a property you have for assignment. The property is at East 36th Street. If you can, give me a call at 832-235-0985.
I'll give him a call back, see what he's talking about. It doesn't seem very serious, to be quite honest. Well, let's see. Watch, she's probably going to ask for the address right away.
Please leave your message for.
Sorry, I can't talk right now. Was the response that I got right away. Okay. That was probably like an automated response that the phone send off when you get a missed call, or if like you hang up on the call.
Bueno,
Hey, Gustavo.
sí.
Gustavo, how's it going? This is Derek. Not sure if you recall, we had spoke a while back in regards to your property over on Lucor Street.
Oh, yes.
How you been? How you been?
Huh?
How you doing?
Yeah, but right now I'm not interested for selling.
Oh, okay. Okay. You think you may be interested in the near future at all?
I don't know. But right now, no, I don't know.
No. Okay. Okay.
No interest. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you for taking the call. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye.
Uh-huh. All right. I connected with the owner here on January. Not interested at this moment. Stated sometime this year, possibly. Said she wanted to leave Houston. Reassured her that the process is quite simple and can be handled over the phone/computer. She asked, "Who are you?" multiple times, and "What's your company name?" Derek stated he was mom and pop, and him and his partner have some cash on hand. She seemed turned off to my response, but I plan to follow up. This is probably one where I'm going to want to pitch an on-site appointment for you, for Jared and Raina here. If she is turned off to the virtual thing.
take your call now.
Give it a second. Double tap. Hello? Hi,
Hello?
Is this Miss Busby?
Pardon me?
Hi, I'm sorry. We had connected a couple months ago. My name is Derek. In regards to your property over on Bostick Street?
You called me regarding some property on Boston Street?
Yeah, we had actually spoke a few months back. I had asked if you had any interest in selling that place. You let me know that you weren't interested at the time, but that you might be interested sometime this year because you were trying to move out of Houston. So I just wanted to round back, seeing if you've given it any more thought.
No, that's not true, because I don't live in Houston.
Oh, okay. I might have spoke with somebody else. That's interesting. All right. Well, do you own that property over on Bostick? That's kind of how the conversation went the first time. Connected with seller, says she doesn't live in Houston, so corrected Derek when he reminded her of last call. Hung up when Derek tried to verify ownership. Weird. I only have one number for this property too, so it was definitely her. Said she wanted to go out to Houston. Yeah, she lives in California. I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna say, "Hi, I'm so sorry. Period." No, I'm not gonna text her. She's rude. I don't want to deal with her. Um, well, my follow-ups for the day. That makes 10 on the week. Cool with that. No offers yet though this week. But I know that that's kind of going to be the area. The follow-ups and the offers are going to be the area where those are going to kind of catch up to the contacts, because the contacts, I can determine how many I'm making a day by spending more time on the dialer. The follow-ups, I'm only able to follow up with people if I'm generating leads to follow up with. Same with offers. I can only make real offers to people if I'm generating leads to make offers to. So I know that I have the goal right now to make 5 offers a week and 25 follow-ups a week. But I know that those are going to be kind of, I'm not going to be able to hit my mark on those until I consistently get the contacts. And then as time progresses, I'm going to have more people to follow up with. And the more people I have to follow up with, the more offers I'm going to be able to make. So I'm not too disappointed at the fact that I haven't been able to hit my marks yet for those, but I'm on track still for contacts and follow-ups this week. Proud of that. Offers they're gonna catch up to itself. So I have that awareness. I'm gonna hop off right now. Solid day today. Hit a little over 20 contacts, just shy of 50 on the week. 20 follow-ups on the week. No offers made this week so far. Yeah, appreciate you guys for hopping on. I'm gonna go eat some lunch. And skedaddle for the evening. Appreciate you guys for hopping on here. I'm always so curious who's in here. I always see a good handful of people. I can see that there's 4 people in here right now. And I wonder if you guys are new, if you guys are always here, just kind of watching. But I appreciate you nonetheless. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe button before you leave if you haven't already. Check out the links in the description. Best way to get a hold of me is going to be Instagram or Discord. I think we're at 29 people in Discord, so if you want to be the 30th, please do hop in there. Trying to keep each other motivated in there and share our experiences through our journey. A couple affiliate links down there as well if you want to support me in the channel here and you are considering looking into either batch leads or batch skip tracing. There's no discount associated with those affiliate links down there, but once we're able to get 10, I think it's 10 plus, once we're able to get 10 people who use those links, then they're going to give me a link where I can get you guys a discount code on skip tracing and like free property records from batch leads. So again, by all means, if you want to support me in the channel here, the links are down in the description. If not, it won't hurt my feelings. So I appreciate that you guys are even hopping in here, tapping into the content, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Happy wholesaling. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you then. Peace.